Thursday, October 23rd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. It's another chilly start to the day in many spots across the region. There's the Banner Elk web camera, courtesy of resortcams.com. The temperature in Banner Elk, 31, with a west wind at 7 miles per hour. There are many mountain spots down into the 30s this morning. It is 39 in Highlands and Rainbow Spring, Cow Mountain at 33. Cherokee reporting 34 at about 5:30 this morning. 34 in Linville, Blowing Rock at 39. It is 38 at the Jesson Station site. So, yeah, plenty of chilly air across the mountains. And look at all the 30s for temperatures across parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. Back in that region, you have frost advisories up for a good part of Middle Tennessee and parts of Middle Kentucky up into Indiana as well, and also frost advisories in effect for many North Carolina mountain spots and down all the way into northeast Georgia in the higher elevations there. So it's a chilly October morning in many spots across the region. Here's a beautiful fall photo from yesterday. That is the Linville River down below. That is the Irwin's View overlook there near the Linville River. Just a beautiful, beautiful shot yesterday. Still some nice color to enjoy in some mountain spots. Now again, the highest mountain elevations have already seen the peak of the fall foliage season pass, but still some good color to be found in some of those lower mountain elevations especially. Yesterday was a cool and breezy October day. There's your final highs. It was only 48 for high in Boone, 68 in Charlotte, 64 in Greensboro, 67 in Raleigh, only 70 down in Columbia. And I think a fairly similar temperature day today. A little bit warmer up there in Boone, probably 50s this afternoon. Right now it's 43 in Charlotte, 48 in Fayetteville, 44 in Greensboro, even 40s in Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and Wilmington along the Carolina coast this morning. Here's the setup. Low pressure off the coast of Long Island there in the northeast part of the country. And that has been a messy, messy, windy rainstorm up that way. Another day of relatively gusty northwest winds between that low pressure and that high pressure you see off to the west of us, but not quite as windy as yesterday. Radar quiet here, but again, this is a messy system for the northeast. Lots of windy, rainy conditions up that way for places such as Boston and occasionally New York. And it's just been a fire hose of activity over the past 12 to 18 hours there for especially parts of Massachusetts and some surrounding areas. Now, in terms of the overall setup today, that low pressure slowly working out to sea. Still a little bit of a breezy day today. Here's your sustained winds this afternoon on Futurecast. Not as significant as yesterday, but we will still see some winds sustained 10, maybe 15 miles per hour, maybe some gust over 20 miles per hour at times. High temperatures today, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but similar. That's what we look like across the region. Now as we take a peek at tomorrow, maybe some high clouds at times, but not a very big deal at all. Beautiful Friday forecast with highs in the low 70s in many Piedmont spots of North Carolina. Mid-70s down toward Columbia and Charleston. And then we begin a beautiful, picture-perfect October weekend. High pressure over the lower Mississippi Valley. And no major storm systems anywhere close by. Here's your Saturday numbers, 73 in Charlotte and Fayetteville, 71 in Greensboro and Raleigh. Probably mid, maybe a few upper 70s for Sunday. Just a fantastic October weekend on the way. Now in the tropics, we continue to track Tropical Depression number 9. I'm telling you, this is not a healthy looking tropical system at all. It's sitting inland there over the Yucatan Peninsula. Let me show you the enhanced satellite imagery, and you tell me if you didn't know there was a tropical depression down there. That it would certainly be tough to see just looking at the satellite imagery, but it is centered right about there. Well, let's see if I can get my telestration to work. Right about there. Okay. Here is the early morning advisory located 75 miles south-southwest of Campeche, Mexico. Moving to the east-southeast at 6 miles per hour. This will continue to slowly cross the Yucatan into the western Caribbean Sea by early Saturday or so. And that is where the National Hurricane Center forecasts dissipation. Now, there are still some modeling. There are still some models that want to leave something down in this area as you get toward early next week that eventually tries to strengthen and get drawn northward, but that is a huge question mark. We'll see. Certainly nothing overly impressive at all right now ongoing with that tropical depression. All right, that is it for today's edition of the video. Everybody have a wonderful Thursday, and God bless.